They don't like it when you tickle their anal fin, do they?
Like a pot. Yeah.
I couldn't be more excited because we're gonna see muskies, we're gonna talk muskies, and I'm gonna watch Jared spawn muskies. So if you guys can't tell, my blood pressure's through the roof today and I'm pumped about it. So with that said, let's go down to the hatchery, which is about 2 miles away from the spillway, which I have here behind me. We're gonna go meet up with Jared. We're gonna go take the tour, grab some lunch, and we're gonna come back and we're gonna spawn some muskies. So let's go get after it. All right guys, so we're here at the Linesville Hatchery, just around time of tuning, and I have Jared Sayers here with me. Jared is from Fish and Boat. Jared, you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, my name's Jared Sayers. I'm the manager here at the Linesville State Fish Hatchery, and we welcome Ryan and his wife up today to kind of see a little more in depth what we do spawning the muskies and how we collect them, a little bit about what we do with the eggs after we take them out of the fish, how we incubate them. We showed them around a little bit of the Muskie Raceways, so hopefully he'll be able to show you guys some of that.
See, I keep telling her I need to start raising muskies in my dining room, get a tank, and
Makes perfect sense to me. These are the muskie eggs we took on Monday.
muskie eggs.
About 300,000 there.
300,000.
Yeah, nice and gold they are. And these ones will turn black like those other ones. Yeah,
Okay.
These are walleye eggs here. That's how dark they get because of the fry growing inside.
Okay.
The muskie eggs will turn that color too.
Well, okay.
But these are only, 5 days old, 4 days old. They'll hatch at 14 days.
And how many fish did you guys pull these from?
That was about 10 females.
Okay.
Exactly 10 females. Normally we would get more eggs than that out of 10 females, but it was right at the beginning of the spawning season. Temperature was kind of borderline, and they didn't give as many eggs as they could have. I expect today to be better.
Okay, cool.
I think we have about 15 females to do today, plus whatever they catch this morning.
Okay, cool.
So today's going to be a big spawn. You get to see a lot of muskies.
Nice. I'm pumped about that.
Be easier to catch then, right?
Yep.
Yeah, right.
We'll use 2 to 4 males, depending on the amount of eggs you get out of each female. So, good chance to see around 50 or 60 muskies today.
Yeah, that nice.
One thing that's very interesting is you see these jars are rounded on the bottom, and the flow comes down through this and pushes out, so it keeps the eggs rolling. The muskie eggs are very sensitive for the first 7 days. Until we start to see that fry in there, we don't want them to move. So we use the rocks to kind of disperse the water flow. And then once we can see the fish inside, once they're developed, we'll move them to these jars to start rolling them. It keeps them aerated better, keeps any dirt out of them. But you have to be very still for the first few days.
I never knew that either.
So this will be all the female muskies they caught today, and we'll bring back 2 males for each female they brought. We'll see what they got.
All right, sweet.
10 years ago, these were just old, fallen in, dilapidated raceways that we didn't use anymore. I don't even know what they used to use them for. But we kind of rehabilitated them and used some concrete and reformed them back up. And this gave us another 60,000 gallons of water of space to raise muskies in. And that was, when we started doing that, is what gave us the extra room to grow the muskies to reach that 10-inch size range by the fall.
Nice.
In the past, we were trying to do that in the hatch house, and it just wouldn't work. You know, our densities, we couldn't get our densities fish per gallon under 1 fish per gallon, and they just were too crowded. They wouldn't eat as ferociously, and they just didn't have the room to grow. So we started moving them out here. This was the real ticket for getting those 10-inch fish that started making a difference, and that's what led. When we saw how big of a difference the 10-inch fish made, that's what led to the change to stock yearlings at 12 to 14 inches.
Gotcha.
So,
Nice.
I'm pretty excited about it. So right now there's 35,000 muskies in here that are right around that 10-inch average.
35,000.
They don't grow very much over the winter, you know, so we just kind of maintain them in the cold water, and then this time of year as the water starts warming up, we'll start pounding the minnows to them, and they stay on dry feed the whole time too to keep them satisfied. And we'll just try to get a couple more inches on them, and then just be stocked at the end of June.
Okay, cool.
35,000?
Yep.
35,000.
This time of year the water's kind of stirred up. You know, there's not a lot of vegetation in the water and the ponds and the lakes that it's coming out of, so it's stirred up with all that organic matter that I was talking about that settles out on the egg.
You stay here. Here.
If you look in the shadows.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It wasn't this stirred up before the wind started either. Yeah. Yesterday you could see them pretty good. Yeah, if you walk across here and go real slow, you'll sneak up on them, hide in those corners.
Okay.
I can see them over there. I'll let you go first with the camera. You see them hiding right behind those corners?
Yeah, I can see him. Oh wow, this pole you can see him real good.
How deep are these?
About 4 feet.
Oh wow, I can see a lot over there. That's so awesome. Look at him go. There they go down. That's so cool though. So these are, you said 10 inches. These fish are 10 inches? Wow, I can see them all on the block too.
So we're really praying for some warm weather now, because that's all we need. Is these guys, once the water starts warming up and gets into the 60s, they'll start feeding really, really aggressively. So we'll just pound as much food to them as we can, you know, as much growth as we can before stocking time.
Nice. I'll tell you what, hearing it on the podcast and seeing it, you know, it definitely adds a tremendous amount of value to the whole thing. Like, puts it into perspective and everything. That's really sweet.
Put on the team basketball. Now I'm here. All right. How was your conference call? I don't know if anyone's ever showed you how to tell the difference between a male and a female. If you look at the vents on a female, the front hole and the back hole are either about the same size, or the hole closest to the anal fin is bigger. On this one, they're about the same size. If you look at the male, we'll look at those in a second, the front hole is much bigger than the back. It almost looks, the bottom hole almost looks like a little key slot. So the whole thing looks like an old skeleton keyboard.
Those are the,
Yes, and it's very consistent. So that's the male. You can see the back hole is definitely a little smaller. It almost looks like it looks like an old skeleton key. And it's always 100% accurate.
Okay, cool.
That didn't work out how I had planned.
Never does.
Try not to let any of the water drip in there.
Okay.
When water's added, that's when the fertilization process starts. We try to keep the eggs dry until the sperm's added, and then we add water all at once. So it
Okay.
activates everything.
I understand the process now. I'm seeing it. The males.
It all comes together.
It's all coming together. This is absolutely crazy. Spawning muskies. Jared Sayers has the process down. You got the males, you got the females. This is really cool stuff. Really cool stuff.
Tickle their anal fin, do they?
That would be. I don't know what chemical this is. Yeah, I'm not sure.
$3.75.
So these have a stopper in them?
Nope. You live on the wild side.
I was gonna say, did you ever go too far? Twice today.
You did. This is the one I learned on. I put a little fuel filter on it so in case I went too far, it'd save me. You might need extra males on this one. You got a nice belly. Nice belly.
She's a beautiful.
I love that pattern. I thought that'd always make a nice tattoo down your arm, wouldn't it? With a half sleeve.
Yeah, she's
Stream of eggs down your arm?
seeing the processes and procedures, you know, not only from an outdoorsman standpoint as a fisherman, but really someone who loves the fish, loves the fishery. This is a really cool experience to be a part of. So again, very thankful, Jared. I appreciate, you know, you
Thanks for
inviting
coming
us
up.
up. And you guys really need to get up here and check out the hatchery if you can. Can they?
Yep, absolutely. We're always open to the public, 7 days a week from 7:30 to 3 every day. The only other thing I'd add is muskie fishermen, get out there and buy those muskie permits. It's really going to help the program. The money will go to a good cause. The things you see at this hatchery, we're going to upgrade them and continually improve them. The money will go to a good cause, and more importantly, that will show support for the fisheries and support the sport. So, everybody have fun. Thanks for coming.
All right, awesome. Thank you very much. All right, Yins guys. So we had a pretty epic time at the hatchery with Jared. We learned a lot. We had a lot of fun today. Really got to see some muskies, see that muskie spawning process. Such a cool thing. And I'm very thankful that Jared invited us up and kind of gave us the behind the scenes snapshot of the hatchery and everything that goes on. Jared had mentioned the importance of that muskie permit, and I have to agree with Jared that permit is critically important. And I think those of you that are serious about muskie fishing need to take some time, take a look at that, understand that permit, and invest that $12 towards the muskie program. It's critically important because we feel that those numbers are really going to be based on metrics in order to kind of keep tabs on the programs and how successful those programs are going to be here in the state of Pennsylvania. So if you guys like muskie fishing and you guys are muskie fishermen, make sure you go out there and get that permit, because we believe that's critically important to the future of the muskie stocking program. So hopefully you guys found this beneficial. Hopefully you found it interesting. I just want to wish everybody tight lines, and we will see you next time.